Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. In this video, we take a look at the new leaked commodity coming to Star Citizen and what this means for refueling and the Starfarer. As always, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you guys so much for your support. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to support my channel further, the link to my Patreon page is below. So recently there was a leak of an upcoming new mineral which is to be used in the production of quantum travel fuel. Now this sparked my memory of a post from Chris Roberts a little while ago which explained his thinking in regards to the harvesting of quantum fuel and how it would not solely rely on the Starfarer. So firstly, let's just recap on Chris Roberts' post regarding quantum fuel. Now on Spectrum he spoke about how quantum fuel is to be collected and refined. His thinking is that quantum matter is the source in which quantum fuel is refined, and quantum matter can only be found within asteroids. Now this means in order to resupply ships with quantum fuel, mining is going to be required first. So the leak that was revealed that kind of confirms this path is a new mineral called quantanium, with its description being a highly unstable mineral used in the production of quantum travel fuel. Now with this in mind, this means that the Starfarer will not be able to obtain quantum fuel like other fuels, and thus only relying on its ability to collect hydrogen or propellant fuel as its moneymaker. Now don't get me wrong, it will be able to refine and sell quantum fuel, but it means there needs to be a middleman supplying this. Now obviously some Starfarer owners were not really too happy, as up until this post, the Starfarer was kind of expected to be able to do this. Now Chris Roberts does go on to say that the Starfarer will be capable of refining quantum matter into quantum fuel. The only aspect that was not completely decided yet was the mining side of it. Now Chris Roberts doesn't want the Starfarer to be a heavy mining ship, but he did have an idea that maybe the ship could have some smaller equipment like a handheld mining device to allow for EVA and the collection of quantum matter. I can see that being a thing. Maybe you EVA out as a team to an asteroid, you find this quantum matter, you bring that back and somehow put it into one of its refining tanks maybe. I did kind of have an idea myself. This is not official, this is just my personal idea of maybe an additional tool to be swapped out at the front of the Starfarer instead of the fuel scoop, maybe having something else that can gather up quantanium from the asteroids and then refine it themselves. I kind of feel this will give the Starfarer crew some variety in the gathering process instead of just pure gas collection. But that is, as I say, just my thoughts, no one else's. Now the approach that I expect Chris Roberts will take, especially with this new quantanium commodity, is the use of dedicated mining ships to mine the quantanium from asteroids, and then the need to transfer it into a Starfarer's holding tanks for the Starfarer to refine it and sell it. Maybe the mining ships aren't able to refine quantanium because it becomes a gas rather than a solid in some way, potentially. But the reason I don't want the Starfarer to be able to mine this commodity is because it would require miners and refuelers to work together. It gives miners another commodity which will be very high in demand in most of the time, which will expand on the mining career more, and also give the Starfarer crew, as I say, something different to deal with. It does unfortunately mean that the Starfarer crew will suffer a little bit, as they will not be the sole providers of quantum fuel and the process, which requires the third party of a miner, but it does evoke more teamwork. Now personally, I don't mind that the Starfarer can't collect quantum fuel like other fuels, but I can understand a little annoyance from the Starfarer owners. But as always, remember this is a work in progress and there is a disclaimer with every ship we buy. Now I think I do prefer the thought of a mining ship being required to obtain quantanium, but requiring the Starfarer to refine it, as it gives both miners and refiners a lot more potential ways to make money working together. If the miner finds quantanium, then they will need a refinery ship or station to refine it. So if they find a Starfarer, then at least they've got a way of making potential quick profit right there. But I do kind of hope and expect that there will be additional gameplay for refuelers that make the gathering, refining and refueling career more interesting than just floating through a gas cloud. So this could be the answer to that. But on that note, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in regards to this information. If it's the first time you've heard it, I will link the original post from Chris Roberts in the description below. What sort of direction would you prefer them to go with this? Hopefully the inclusion of this new commodity quantanium is a sign that we will be setting our sights on the refueling process relatively soonish. We still have 4.1 and 4.2 on the roadmap to come. But the refueling mechanic has been on and off the roadmap a few times now, and this could indicate a potential for its return. Anyway, with that said, Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube for more Star Citizen content. Hit the like button if you want to see Refueling back on the roadmap. Also, follow me over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers Ryan. Thank you to my Patreon and channel members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.